Hello, everyone. John Coleman here, and I'm going to apologize in advance. It's 7 weeks to Christmas. Can you believe it? Scary to say that. So, where are we in the property and mortgage market coming towards the end of 2023? Well, I'm going to start off with there's been recent reports in the newspapers suggesting that the property prices are cooling slightly, and there was a report in the Irish Times there during last week. I, at this point, still haven't seen that. My clients are still coming back and telling me that they're getting involved in bidding wars. So maybe not as many bidding wars as previously, but certainly the prices certainly are not cooling. I had a client yesterday tell me she'd been bidding on a property. She pulled out, but she was still getting informed of the actual prices. And it had gone up by over 100,000 from the initial opening bid and 80,000 over the asking price. So that's just one example. I'm sure there are areas where it's a little quieter due to what's happened with the interest rates in the last year. But my prediction at the start of the year was that the prices would not be falling. And I think that's certainly has come to pass because, well, the supply and demand was so much out of kilter and still is. Just if the interest rates hadn't been going up, I can only imagine where the prices might have actually gone to. So, in a strange way, that might have worked in keeping the prices at a relatively reasonable level. No, I'm not saying absolutely reasonable, but not completely insane. So that's kind of the take. I'll obviously be back in more detail at the beginning of next year with my thoughts on what's going to happen with the property market for 2024. With regard to the banks themselves, not a huge amount of news. There are confirmed new entrants into the market next year, but as to when, we don't have exact dates as yet. So it is kind of watch this space, but it is good news. More banks out there does mean more competition. My only fear on it will be there'll be slightly niche players in that the main banks, as in Bank of Ireland, AIB, Permanent TSB, they're still holding the large deposits, and on a rate point of view, they're still potentially going to be more competitive than the other banks out there. But we'll wait and see on that. We'll be keeping an active eye on it. With regard to planning for next year, I just want to kind of bring this to your attention on something that. Revolut is it's something that is really, I'd say 80% of all the clients we deal with now have Revolut accounts, right? The main banks aren't a huge fan of them, maybe just from a competition point of view, but also in terms of how they would look at it. Now, within a Revolut account, and this is really important, there's things called vaults where people can actually put money away from the Revolut into a sort of a savings account. However, these Revolut accounts these vaults, you cannot get a statement. So when you're trying to prove your savings to the bank, they won't accept it. So if you've got money in a vault, I would tell you, for the purpose of getting a mortgage, get it out of and just keep it in your ordinary Revolut, or in truth, set up a separate savings account within a bank, because you're going to need a savings statement. And if you don't, even though you can say, oh, well, there's the money going out, if they can't see a statement, the bank are going to say, come back to us, get us a statement. And I've seen this happen two or three times this month. So I just want to bring it to everyone's attention. If you have Revolut, don't be using the vault as a savings mechanism. So that's it for me for the month of, I'll review on the month of October, and we're now into November on countdown. I'll be back to you at the beginning of December with review of what may have happened in November, and then we will be talking about 2024. Oh my God. Anyway, all's well, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.